Nice. And of course, Xero's got a mobile app as well, which people can download. It's probably mostly used for reconciling, right? On the bus.
Yeah. Or waking up in the morning on the weekend and going, oh, gee, I've got, the whole week's worth of transactions to reconcile. So you just do those on a lazy Sunday morning.
Yeah.
The other one, reports, I think potentially this might be underutilized, is, actually looking at your P&L. Make sure you use the new formats of the reports. Xero do have a couple of different reporting engines, they like to call it. And it's just the way that the report generates. But this one is certainly much easier. Simplistically up here, you can change what you've got, what you're looking at, the date range, and then a little bit more detail. You can compare it with periods, accrual, or cash. If it's cash basis, that means it's just everything that's gone through the bank account. Accrual means it's everything in the bank account plus the invoices that remain unpaid from customers and unpaid to suppliers. If you want to get super fancy, we can change this a little bit, compare it with, say, 6 periods. There's a bit of data in there, and we can look at this down here and go, that looks all okay, but we go, oh, gee, freight and courier, that's actually something I want to treat as cost of goods sold. So what a little hack that you can do is edit the layout and come down to your freight and courier, click that, move it up to there, and then click done.
Masterclass with Phil.
The other way of doing that would be going to your chart of accounts as another way and finding, was it freight that we changed? There it is there. It's got it as an overhead, so we'd need to reclassify that in here as cost of goods sold, wherever it is, direct costs, using that as a guide there and saving that. And then there's another thing that you need to change as well for your report settings. It's starting to get a little bit fiddly because you'd need to come down here to your report codes. This is starting to get a little bit nerdy, and in here you've got freight somewhere. This is so you don't have to change it all the time. Freight's in here somewhere, and you need to change. Oh, it's already pulling through as a direct cost now because we changed it back. Come back to this report. There it is sitting there, and then save it. And you can save it as a custom report, and you can custom there, and you can change the name, cost of goods sold. You can make it the default report, so every time I print it, that's going to be the one that comes up with freight and courier up there.
Magic. And people should be reading this because that's telling them how their business is performing financially. So next week, perhaps we'll do a live on how to interpret some of those reports that seem so scary when looking at them, and we'll make them nice and simple and train people to get in the habit of actually using them.